Hello and welcome to True Wellness Network. I'm Dr. Mia Carter, urologist and men's health specialist. And today, we're going to talk about one of the most common questions that almost every man has asked himself at least once. What is the normal penis size? And even more importantly, how can I measure it correctly? This topic comes up again and again, in clinics, online forums, even in casual conversations. Yet most of the information people find online is full of confusion, myths, and unrealistic expectations. So, my goal today is simple: to give you real scientific facts, clear instructions on how to measure length and girth accurately, and most importantly, to help you understand that in most cases, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Let's begin with something that might actually surprise you. Studies show that around 95% of men who worry about their size are completely within the normal medical range. Yes, you heard that right. The truth is, most of the concern around size doesn't come from real medical problems. It comes from distorted self-image and unrealistic comparisons, especially influenced by what people see in adult films or social media. In those places, the images are often exaggerated, edited, or even digitally enhanced. And yet, they make many men feel insecure about their own bodies. Here's the reality. When researchers surveyed thousands of men, they found that more than half of all men said they felt anxious about their size. But when women were asked about it, only 5 to 10% said it was even an important factor in attraction or satisfaction. So take a deep breath, because in reality, your size is probably just fine. The problem is not your body, it's the false standards the world has created. Now, let's talk about how to measure correctly. A lot of men measure incorrectly, and that's why they get misleading results. To measure length, here's what you do. 1. Take a ruler or measuring tape. 2. Place it right at the pubic bone where the penis meets the body. You may need to gently press into the fat pad to get to the bone. 3. Stretch the penis gently but firmly, not forcefully, and measure from the base to the tip of the glans, the head. That's called flaccid stretched length, and it's what doctors use because it correlates closely with erect size. To measure girth, take a soft measuring tape or a string and wrap it around the middle of the shaft. Not too tight, not too loose. Just comfortably around. You can do this in both flaccid and erect states, but most medical studies use erect girth for consistency. Now, let's look at the scientific averages. One of the largest studies ever conducted, involving nearly 15,000 men from around the world, found that the average erect length is about 13.2 centimeters, which is roughly just over 5 inches. The average girth is around 11.5 centimeters, or about 4.5 inches. About 90 to 95% of men fall within this range, meaning that unless you're on either extreme, you are perfectly normal. Now, for medical definitions. A micropenis is defined as an erect or stretched length below 7.5 centimeters, around 3 inches. A macropenis, which is extremely rare, is above 24 centimeters, around 9.5 inches. But remember, these are outliers, not standards. They represent only a very small fraction of men worldwide. Now, let's address the big question: why do so many men still feel insecure? Because size is often linked to confidence and masculinity in our culture. But the truth is, neither your confidence nor your masculinity depends on size. Many men who feel insecure are often comparing themselves to actors, models, or photos that are staged, enhanced, or selectively chosen. But in real life, relationships depend far more on connection, energy, and mutual comfort, not measurements. Now, let's talk about performance and health. If you've noticed reduced stamina, lower desire, or changes in firmness, don't immediately assume it's about size. In most cases, it's about circulation, hormone balance, or lifestyle habits. There's actually a simple, 100% natural technique that's been helping thousands of men restore confidence and performance, without pills, injections, or expensive treatments. It's called the manhood molecule activation technique, and it supports blood flow, testosterone, and natural arousal in just a few seconds a day. If you'd like to learn how it works, just click the pinned comment below. Now, let's discuss cosmetic procedures, the truth and the risks. More and more men are curious about enhancement procedures, but very few understand the facts. The most common procedure today is girth enhancement, usually done with hyaluronic acid injections. This is the same safe filler used in facial treatments and can add 2 to 3 centimeters of girth temporarily. It lasts about 12 to 18 months before being naturally absorbed by the body. But here's the danger. Some clinics use unsafe materials like silicone or PMMA, which can cause inflammation, hard lumps, scarring, and even permanent damage. So please, if you ever consider any procedure, always consult a certified urologist first. As for lengthening procedures, those are even more complex and risky. There's liposuction around the base, which just makes more of the shaft visible, or suspensory ligament release, which may add 2 centimeters when flaccid but doesn't affect erection length. These surgeries can lead to instability or scar tissue, so they're rarely recommended. And remember, penile implants are not cosmetic tools. They're medical devices for men with severe erectile dysfunction, not for size enhancement. Finally, let's take a look at history. Here's something fascinating most people don't know. In ancient Greek culture, the ideal male body was portrayed with a smaller penis. It was actually considered a symbol of intelligence, discipline, and self-control. Larger ones were often associated with barbarism or foolishness. If you look at statues of great philosophers or gods like Zeus, none of them have exaggerated anatomy. This shows that cultural perceptions of ideal size have changed over centuries, and what's considered attractive today may not be the same tomorrow. So, what's the real takeaway? Your value, your masculinity, your ability to connect, none of that is measured in centimeters or inches. It's measured in confidence, kindness, and overall health. If you've ever felt insecure or pressured by what you see online, remember, you are not alone, and you are not abnormal. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because every week here on True Wellness Network, I, Dr. Maya Carter, share real science, real solutions, and natural ways to help you stay confident, strong, and healthy at any age. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, your worth isn't measured by size, it's measured by self-respect and confidence. This is for education only. Always chat with your doctor if you have concerns.